Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. It's chest day. Technically, yesterday is chest day. I'm filming the intro for yesterday's video because I forgot to. So yeah, body weight yesterday was 90.7 kilos. Before that was 90.2, but I got ill for that day, as I explained in the video. So yeah, chest day, triceps. Hope you enjoy the video. Leave a like, leave a sub. That'd be great. Thank you. Enjoy. Goodbye. Alright, first things first, we are benching and we're doing a voiceover because I forgot to put the SIM card in my camera. It would have been a voiceover anyway, but yeah, forgot to put the SIM card in my camera, so I'm filming on my phone. I didn't connect the mic to my phone. So yeah, super wide grip bench for me because usually I'm holding it at least a whole hand, like where my index is would be where my pinky is, if not a bit closer. Because my triceps are just that much stronger than my chest, which is also why they overpower literally everything. They look better, they are stronger, they're relatively bigger. So yeah, but we've got 3 sets of wide grip bench because the pump I get on this is super good. It gets me super warmed up as well for chest day in general. I warm up beforehand, obviously. And then just go straight into my working sets. So this is 3 sets of 85 kilos. We're doing a set. Did first set we got 6, and then second and third sets I got 6 and 5, I think, or 5 and 5. But yeah, so same old pushing to failure. We're still progressing a little bit here and there. The cut is definitely taking its toll on my energy levels. I also had a cold the day before, so it was a big mix of things, which wasn't great. I also gained a bit of weight because during my cold, I decided to eat a bit more to sort of speed up my recovery. So I had some tea, had honey, had the whole 4 miles. But we did recover quickly, which is good. Only took about a day and a half to get back to 80 or 90%, and be able to train and film, which is nice. So yeah, last set, as you can see, if my hands were closer, the sets would have been so much easier. But yeah, moving on to laying chest press. I really like this exercise. It's essentially a bench, but with a set movement pattern. The stability is incredible. I could pick up my legs off the floor and have the same force throughout the whole movement. It's really comfortable. Wide grip again, usually I'd hold it like a thumb's distance from the inside. Now I'm holding it all the way at the end for the same reasons. Just get bigger chest pump. You can feel it when your chest is working, more blood goes to the chest, less to the triceps. My chest gets pumped second or third set usually. Now on the cut I'm getting pumps less and less because I'm on way less carbs. I'm only eating carbs right before my workout, about 2 hours before to fully digest it and get fueled up. So here we're doing 3 sets, 50 kilo aside. Yeah, it wasn't bad. I did lose a rep on I think each and every single one of the sets here, which I was not happy about, visibly by my face. But it's also I was ill. It was probably a mixture of I was ill, I was fatigued from being ill, and I was still able to almost get all my reps, which isn't too bad. So hopefully, yeah, we have to see next session. I've got a deload coming up, half by choice and half not. So the half by choice is because in this and today where I'm training legs, I needed a deload. So I needed a deload. I would have deloaded this week, but I'm going to France for 4 days, so I was I'll deload 4 days in France and let myself fully recover. So yeah, incline Smith now, 60 kilos, also wide grip, really controlled reps. Everything is sort of paused at the bottom, get a big stretch at the bottom. I like the Smith machine in the sense it's a good exercise, but it's uncomfortable. It's really odd to set up. You can never really get the bench right in the middle. But other than that, it's not too bad. The stimulus to the upper chest is really good. The pump to the upper chest is also very good, and there's minimal work. coming through the shoulders. Though the front delts definitely, with all the pressing, do a lot of work, which is why I don't train them separately, and I haven't really seen a need to train them separately. I haven't seen a need to train them separately because they get a lot of activation through all the pressing I do. So yeah, everything is just chilling. We do side delts on pull days. Don't really hit the side delts. Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, I'm dying in this. You can see my triceps. It's quite cool, actually. I think all 3 sets here I got 8 reps, so I'm 8, which is progress from last session. So it sort of contradicts what happened with the laying chest press. It's like I progress a bit on bench, then I regress a bit on that, and then I progress more significantly on this exercise. So overall, I just see like how I did in the whole session. Yeah, so now we're on to cable flies, incline cable flies, or upper chest cable flies. So you just sort of point your hands more towards the ground to pull up through the chest. I don't touch my hands because there's no point. There's no tension beyond like where my shoulder is. So it's just a waste of energy. I'm just like sort of doing that extra movement for nothing. There's no extra stimulus to the pec muscles. So yeah, it's just up to they're about 2 fists distance from each other. The pump on this is also crazy. The feeling on this is pretty mental. The only issue is the setting up takes ages because you have to put a bar down and then 2 plates and then the bench. Oh, and picking up and putting down the cables is also its own portion of hard work because you're not going to just drop cables. Machines cost a lot of money, and it's just disrespectful to the gym to drop stuff and break machines when, I mean, you're paying a membership, but your membership isn't directly paying for the machines. So yeah, just don't disrespect the weights that you're using. Yeah, so here we're doing 3 sets. Again, progress from previous session. So everything's gone up, which is good and a good indicator that the incline chest, or the incline chest press was its one-off for maybe separate reasons. So I have to see. Still got the double chin, still a fatso. Yeah, so I gained weight. So I went from 90.2 kg to 90.7 kg, which is not that bad. It's probably quite a bit of water weight, if not all, because I had more carbs. And I don't feel as though I went above my maintenance. So yeah, it's not too bad. Now, pec flies, we're only doing 2 sets of these to finish off the chest, really. I don't move my arms throughout the movement. I like to keep them fully extended. It'll put more pressure on my biceps, which really isn't an issue. My arms can keep up with my chest and my back throughout all the movements. It's that way I really get like a full big stretch on my pecs, and I don't have to worry about like coming in. Yeah, so it's not too bad. Again, I don't touch all the way to the end. Here it's not because there's no tension at the end. There is, it's a machine. The reason I don't do it is because that, like, going for like a peak contraction there really isn't, I don't think, worth it, when missing out that peak contraction might let me get an extra like full 7/8 of a rep and a big stretch at the bottom. That'll be more stimulus overall than tapping my hands together. Also, going beyond that point, although it is still tension on the chest, is going to be taken over by your front delts a lot more, just because of where it, like how close it together it is. Your chest just doesn't really contract all the way through that. Now, tricep extensions, I attach straps to the cables, so that way I can get into a more comfortable position, and it doesn't absolutely murder my pinky, because the plastic is very painful. So yeah, this way, and then I just push all the way down. I don't pull through my hips because I just don't like doing that. It's uncomfortable. I don't think I get a full contraction compared to this. And it's pointless. It's the same movement. It does the same thing. You'll see I do 2 push down variations. I do a tricep pull down, I suppose, with the cable and the ropes, and then I do a push down with a bar. This is because I'm really trying to focus my short head. Now, is it going to make a major difference then if I do skull crushers? No. Doing push downs versus skull crushers realistically might not act all that different. But I'm trying to do everything I can to make my short head bigger. I did progress on the extensions, so all the reps went up, and on the push downs, I mean, I do like 18 reps for my first set, which is absolutely insane, and I don't want to do that, so I upped the weight. But yeah, progress throughout all of the tricep exercises as well. But I was saying, yeah, so my long head is much more developed than my short head. You see when I do like my bicep poses and like when I do a lat spread, I flex my triceps before pulling into the lat spread. My long head is very prominent, and my short head is much less prominent. It's still like one of my stronger muscle groups, but it's much less visible than my long head. So I'm trying to focus on getting my short head to really pop out more, really create that horseshoe look, so that everything sits well together. And when I do like side triceps and stuff, I don't have to try and pull my arm around to make it look bigger, because my short head will be there, so I need to do that. So yeah, final set of push downs, and then we've got posing. So we're gonna check like what the pump's looking like and stuff. So yeah, this is last set. Again, progressed everywhere, up the weight, so progressive overload is incredibly important. That's just how you know you're progressing, on top of tracking your workouts. So if you track your workouts every week, you type in, or like write on your notes or use an app or something, type in the weights and the reps that you use. That way you can see and you can be like, okay, cool, this week I have to do this much. So yeah, posing now. Let's see how the pump looks. My throat has been dry. No problem. Non-existent. I mean, I don't know what I'm expecting. Consider I have no food in, well, not food in me to get a pump. I look like fucking nappies. That's not great, isn't it? Yeah. No, I'm not enough food in me to get a good pump, but it is what it is. Stupid physique anyway. I'm gaining some weight. He's so naked. Yeah, I'm butt naked. That's a good one. It looks good. Awesome. What have you got? You got a chest. You get your naked as well. Check it out, naked, I see. So it looks like a fucking nappy. I wore 2 big like shorts. Nappy. I'm a bit scared. You've got to shave that back at me. Yeah. Yeah, that's not here right now, so. And that's the end of the video. I'm filming this at the same time. You could have guessed my hair's still wet as the intro. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Pump was ass because no carbs, no pump, essentially. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.